Story, right? Whole long, whole long, excellent oil, like attended to the earth here in oil, like attended to the earth here in. I mean, I mean, I mean, that's all currently like how Baltimore. That's all currently like how Baltimore. The way all these they have horrible people. The way all these they have horrible people. Let's let's make another call. Talk to a. I'm not sure who to contact with the district manager. Pretty much in contact with anybody is up line to just and also we purchasing share. This could lead to on Wall Street with links to their website. So this jobs under Armour. So I just wanted to see you for a little bit of time. This is more yes, especially no, you've been a really big service. Thank conversational owner. Bing, 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 bing. Like, hey, yo, can you pick up? What are your employees doing if you don't have guys picking up the phone? And so oh, OpenAI acquiring. They want me crazy, crazy. So need so need for.
Build a website you love.
Fully documented both the borrower ability to match that.
After sales of newly,
I think a lot of people got it, and that's helpful, and that's top dollar if people can't afford sales, but prices.
The indicators that could signal.
You look around and you see all the story. If you more than they put in when they
Scary. Experts say
in danger of a housing.
Some of those changes, some of the regulations that have been promulgated provide for mortgages over time.
But for
here today, and you're concerned that for your house,
If you feel the of the home is, then step back.
Like it does. So even if you lost a job, even if
The pan perusing Zillow.
And housing expert.
A home that they want to buy. Years.
2020 weather storms that each
unignitable fireproof house.
say of 1 million new people were 18 and 1.7 million
People's lives.
Cost is a big consideration. Put safety measures for a lot of people into homes all wrong. Nearly 1.3 set by local regulators.
You have this kind of meet our level.
With professional grade industrial supplies and fast
Code as you go.
In promoting, adopt, and implement
Evolving environmental factors when
Review, but is open to them to come in.
challenges in a code and needs. And you're trying to
enforced at the local level.
$1,000 added $153,000 increase.
Saw in Florida with that one, an extremely expensive, didn't have a house in.
that have adopted them have saved an average animal.
Actually, as our understanding of the
Risk is from the current environment. The thing that you need to look at, it is
depending on when a home is built,
You can find yourself building to
resiliency measures to stay
well is new homes. They have that burden.
Are examples all over the resilient.
of that road ignites from the ember, as opposed to letting that
eliminate very limited the using, let's say, fiber cement. Well, masonry.
guidance for stakeholders.
I would say
early mornings, long Aleve. Aleve helps keep you moving. Use as directed.
no further to that. There's
Aleve helps keep you moving. Use as directed.
no further to that. There's a whole
Can't solve
There's a whole
can't solve everything.
firewood on the deck. From Firebrand's next
And billions everything.
firewood on the deck. From Firebrand's next
And billions annually being caught
a fire from actually and other items like that in a very handbags and other things like that.
because of better research.
Like some tsunami.
Fire safety in the past.
And that has been incorporated, but there are those at some communities certainly incorporated, but there are those at some communities certainly better than not doing.
Apply to an end our flood model to that structure, and then cost to that structure, and then cost you if that event does.
To stop the spread of wildfire.
The problem as you if that event does.
To stop the spread of wildfire.
The problem as a effect event does.
To stop the spread of wildfire.
The problem as a effective zero opportunity.
I really want to encourage
Zero opportunity.
I really want to encourage download the information, and be resilient.
To adjust our mindsets to and therefore slow the flow of
Daily news that somebody deceptions say relatively.
The homeless crisis in America, leaving nearly
to be able to, where I'm going to label this, is that this person
combat the crisis. California is also expected to
like that.
overall homeless as individual homelessness increase in the unsheltered home.
Trending in the wrong direction, taking place.
In 2020, 20 from chronic substance unhoused had to meet specific man, Dr. Samson
realized that to earn street, they couldn't stay.
Follows two tenets. First should be provided immediate.
Homes, more help here, and then they want to treat,
Related programs and the Department of.
And I think there's dedicated people who were relatively rare to not find.
About 2.7 billion.
For decades, the Housing First nonprofit organization Pathways to Hires.
It started in 2008, I ended up losing the family house. Being housed to now being unhoused environment. As I'm gainfully that support and
affordable housing with another study in 2000 remain housed compared to just similar housing at
eliminating the chaos of homelessness
or to say hey, your
Housing First not only supports
because workers or social workers to you
my ID or birth certificate, any and everything that I pretty much
study in 2015 concluded
when they walk past the sick when they're homeless, they have to time jail time. It turns out we're
provides
being trying to put a wedge, and I really subjected to that because it's all about
from the Manhattan
going to end homelessness will significantly drop.
Also Manhattan
going to end homelessness will significantly drop.
Also point out that Housing First successful in achieving Housing Me of Sciences, Engineering, and or reduce successful in achieving Housing Me of Sciences, Engineering, and or reduces healthcare.
Investing in homeless costs offsets and some other services. Homeless costs offsets and some other services. Talking about, let's say, spend some
for the need for treatment.
But in the Housing First
for the need for treatment.
But in the Housing First era to expand the stock.
Those who are unhoused.
Because that changes
who are unhoused.
Because that changes who fails only because it's their fault.
Or on treatment and support.
That was very deliberate because it's housing
funds in an effort to aid homelessness.
That a safe and stable place to
Housing First believe that lawmakers need
to have them invest the homeless population Housing First like program boost in the way that
truly end the crisis.
Your promise to them is home. But then you need the resources because we're affordable housing. We're nowhere near
to support
the healthy that has done some to fix this.
So that's what gives me hope. Up the lights and apples of how it's done.
And it's only getting worse.
We have bus drivers like
really hard.
The cost to house a family in San Francisco.
Housing problem.
Blue Homes and Blockable to do the same. Google invests construction by 20 to 40%.
And then you have a completed building.
In general, is really slow to change.
Construction is no longer.
Google and Facebook have pledged $1 billion
for our housing problem because
if you use volumetric construction
in the technological
of how housing is lost.
Construction costs have.
PC industry is one of the most.
To get the entire building.
Depreciation costs have.
PC industry is one of the most.
To get the entire building.
She is also faced with a labor shortage workers. Workers in 2020.
And then there's retirement
teams. Workers in 2020.
And then there's retirement
teams. It has technologies used in factory
waste. Faster time
building together in a computer to your building.
Modular known as prefab, modular
very large companies in
the concept of modular construction.
I would say it's pretty
past but have struggled. Bank to avoid bankruptcy.
You can't do that.
OS builds Morgan Stanley
strategy to educate
deal like automobile man.
The first part of building the house so you can be doing electrical work.
It is more efficient with labor and
around waiting for instructions.
Required to make sure that we're
once complete, it's
2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 1,000 square feet.
So
$100 million of order right now up and up.
Form affordable housing.
200,000.
Besides
a year ago, we're paying them twice.
Form affordable housing.
200,000.
Besides
a year ago, we're paying them twice.
These people here, we trained
floor of a building and doing a
environmental benefits for the knowing or
area in desperate need of
LA for us to build
prices. There's opportunity.
We're a small market share because it's we're a small market share because it's fast.
Yards, they need
fast.
Yards, they need community.
But
US is a part of that fight,
community.
But
US is a part of that fight,
The winners behind it too. The winners behind it too.
Process of getting planning. If you can't have the certainty about
doing to demonstrate that beautiful homes to live.
Complicated product.
Provide health care for everybody.
Is rising around the world, doubled over the past 2 decades.
The U.S. spends about
when it comes to controlling costs.
Driven.
And so and provided
by deficit.
And can it be stopped? 60 in 20
that people
spend to inflation alone.
That's why it's representing a
still has a lower
and get less.
We see that, but we pay more less than what other countries spend. About ways to reduce spending, you can either pay for their care. That's where the real
spending. As far as hospitals, these are the symptoms.
Spending is the fragmented coverage.
For some people who are sicker, will spend.
Over 11% of the Americans said they have the income of less than 40,000. Adults reported
and preventing costs less.
Right side of her abdomen. She's in the emergency room. The doctor, when she felt that.
There is a shift to the cost of those increasing.
None of these bills will go unpaid, recouped in a different way.
A lack of universal incentive to.
The majority of
Tennis to view works.
We have insurance companies bidding
Their own networks where they dictate.
One key but in healthcare,
It makes prices even more opaque.
Patients' costs are going company, and even if we don't know where they are with
care is delivered, that doctor is demand, which is
America's litigious culture can
one, there's this fear, then there's also the malpractice.
Insurance companies will try to
And choose request it serves as kind of a gatekeeper.
You have to make the commitment to that destination.
I
am a strong supporter to give.
President Joe Biden is instead increased price transparency, help Americans avoid
by going to an in-network hospital, work out how much, because I know how much healthcare is going to cost them through the office's websites.
causes of the
There's know how much healthcare is going to cost them through the office's websites.
causes of the
There's probably not going to be one. There's a lot of different directions. There's a lot of different directions.
1% of all ambulance bill, with an average $1,000 emergency in healthcare system. And ambulance services saw a broad price range. 2010, the median cost to 2,200 emergency ground ambulance in Georgia was in Texas. In Lake City, Florida, in Tallahassee, 2 hours was $630, including the type of and whether the ambulance service, they could be private.